Hey, up next on the Marr Army Rock Show, we've got Philadelphia, Pennsylvania band Eyes of the Living with us. Specifically, we've got Tim Swisher, their vocalist, joining us tonight. The band has a new album out right now, brand new out this week, called War on Dead. Tim, welcome to the show.
How you doing? How's everyone doing?
Hey, man, we're doing wonderful, and just for point of reference, we're just down the road from you, man. We're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, so we love the Philadelphia music scene, and good to have you on the show. Hey, so the band, from what I can gather, has been around about 3 years or so. Tell us how the four of you guys came together out of the music scene.
Okay, sure. We actually, the bass player, Chris Marr, and myself, started Eyes of the Living as a project, probably actually back in 2012, just the two of us. It was really just fun, and it got shelved a whole bunch. Just worked on a little bit, worked on a couple tracks, and then shelved for months on end. Around 2016, when we finally got some more tracks solidified and we realized we had something going, we were like, hey, maybe we should do something with this band-wise. We had brought the guitar player, Mike Straighten, in to lay down solos on the tracks. And then we brought Cliff Fritzen, the drummer, in February 2017. And then from there out, we kind of just started playing out shows 3-4 months later in May 2017.
Now, how long's the album been in the making, and where'd you record it?
The album was recorded in my home studio. Some of the songs were started, like I was mentioning, probably all the way back in 2012. They were partial tracks. And then as we realized that some of the stuff was starting to sound really cool, we were like, hey, let's pull together a band and try to create a whole entire album. So that's what we did.
So for folks listening, I'm actually recording this the day prior to the album release. So tell me a little bit about what's going through your mind today. Are you nervous, excited? What's the pre-album release day like for you?
The pre-album release day is pretty intense. I've been really anxious today. Kind of on Facebook, poking around, seeing what people are talking about. Sharing as much social media stuff as we can to let everybody know that it's coming out. It's been. I'm super excited. I can't wait tomorrow for the press release to hit and just see how things go. It's an exciting moment.
So we're going to be sharing a couple tunes off the record this week on the show. Now, when people read your bio, it's an interesting little description in there. It says, thrash metal with a twisted commercial edge. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. So we have a lot of old school influenced thrash in our music, but when I tend to write, I write stuff that's got a little bit more of a more modern edge to it. So there's some stuff to it that has it's not as hardcore thrash, if you want to call it that, as some bands can be. It has a little bit more of a commercial edge to it, but not so much that it's way commercial or not enough, plenty of the raw thrash to really draw in traditional thrash lovers.
Now, I've had the chance to listen to the record a little bit, and when I'm going through it, and sometimes I read stuff into this, but when I hear a tune like Pull the Trigger and then it merges into They Got Rick, which is kind of interesting there, it almost gives me kind of the feel of a concept record. Is there any concept to it, or is it just kind of me, that's where it took me?
No, you're spot on. It is a concept album. It's actually a concept album about zombie apocalypse. But the lyrics themselves, when I was writing them and when we were writing them, some of them were specifically directed at that, but they can be, they're universal. They can also mean a lot of things to other people in some ways. At least that's the feedback we've gotten. Like infected, people view that as not only, we wrote it as in terms of being infected by the virus that turns you into a zombie, but some people view it as, you're infected from illness, or you can be infected from anything. You're being impacted by something that's changing you and you don't want to change.
Now, hey, you mentioned Infected, and you guys have a music video out there. Why don't you tell folks a little bit about the making of that video and how long that's been around?
The video came out about 2 weeks ago, and it was done on a somewhat low budget. It was the ideas and the concepts were pulled together by myself and the bass player and our manager in the band, and we brought some friends in. We did the filming ourselves and edited the video ourselves, actually, too. We're super proud of the way it came out. The next video we're hopefully going to produce on Facebook so far, so it's doing really well.
Well, hearing the way you guys did that, man, you did a great job on it. It came out awesome. So congratulations on that. Hey, so interesting as I read more about you guys. Like, you guys have a little bit of a history of somehow landed on the music, landed on some national TV shows. How'd you pull that off, and what were some of the shows?
Actually, I write music, or haven't done it recently, but for years I pursued writing music for television. It's a competitive market, but it's fun, and I think that's kind of what's, in a way, it's given me the ability to, not perfect, but develop and better my engineering skills. So that's why we decided to do the album in my home studio as well. I've had music on The Messenger that was on CW, I think. I've had music on several other shows, too many for me to remember. The ones at Private Air, but that metal show is a fun one. I had music on that, and Ozzy and Jack's, whatever that is, tour across America. There are some of the bigger ones that, for me, anything that, is metal related, and if the show does hard rock or metal and they pick it up, that makes it even cooler,
Another thing I read about you guys, and I didn't know about this event. About a year ago, you guys were the winners of the East Coast 2018 Whackin' Metal Battle USA. So educate me. What was that? And tell me about the honor.
So the Whackin' Festival is one, if not the largest metal festival in the world that happens every year over in Germany. It brings in somewhere between, I believe, 100 and 125,000 people every year. It's almost like a Woodstock for metal. It's been around for a long time. About 2 years ago, what they started doing was throwing contests in different countries and trying to bring in the best of each country to perform on, during the festival. You get to perform to maybe 2,000-3,000 people. It's excellent exposure. It's a big thing. It's all the big bands you can think of have played there. It's an awesome event. We were, like I was mentioning, it's pretty interesting, and it's a nice accomplishment. And sometimes I forget how far we've come so short in such a short time. But like I was saying, the band was solidified in 2017. Like the lineup, 5 months later, 4 months later, we were playing out in May. A year later, we were winning the East Coast Whackin' U.S. East Coast contest, and going to California to play the Viper Room for the finals, and we came in second. And the word is we only lost by a point or two, so we almost won.
Wow, man! So
but it was, but it was awesome. What's nice about getting to play the Viper Room is, first off, it's the first time I've ever been to LA. That was a pretty cool experience, actually playing the Viper Room, and apparently you have to be invited to play at the Viper Room. It's not like something, you got to be in a fairly established act to even get in there, so it was a kind of an honor.
Well, man, how interesting is this? We're talking about a legendary venue, and today in Philly.com they mentioned that the Trocadero's closing, and you are a Philadelphia, guys, reflect back on the Troc, man. I've had many good nights there. Tell me about that for folks listening around the world, what that's going to mean to the Philly music scene.
Yeah, I think it's a huge impact. I mean, in the city, the smaller venues where some of the, greats have come into play over the years, the TLA and the Troc are two of the big ones that stand out to me. I've played there years ago in a former band, so I've had the privilege of playing there. But I saw some great bands come through there, and it's just really a lot of my friends and a lot of my fellow band friends are pretty upset. They're like, wow, this is kind of sad. So it's definitely a shocker. It's really, sparking up a viral passing around to my page. I'm seeing it every other couple of posts. Someone saying how depressing, how sad. Yeah, man, it's pretty big. Yeah. Maybe we'll come back to something new.
Yeah, man, we love the Philly music scene. I mean, we cover music all around the country, but I do love our friends up in Philadelphia, and I love going to show. And we're going to miss the Trocadero. We actually had a show scheduled there with Heaven's Edge in a couple weeks. We'll have to see if that one happens or not, but we'll see how that goes. So.
Oh, wow.
Hey, so
that should pulling.
So I'm talking about live shows. You guys have a couple shows coming up in the Mid-Atlantic region. Do you want to share any of those with anybody, or just direct them to your page? Feel free to talk about them.
We're going to start our first show back out this year is March 22nd at the Red Stallion in Warminster, PA, and then we're playing down March 24th. It's an all-ages show. I believe it starts at 1 o'clock, and it's got a pretty awesome lineup, some great bands down at the Depot in Baltimore, Maryland. And then we got a couple other dates coming down in Philly at the Fire, and then we're back down in Hagerstown, Maryland on April 6th, and then we're heading up to Champions in New Jersey to open for Flaw, and then back down to Delaware to open up for Head PA. And then we got I should say before that, we just actually landed a really awesome show. We're going to be opening up for Children of Bodom on April 18th at Club Reverb in Reading, PA.
Oh, nice.
So we got some pretty awesome dates lined up, yeah.
And a lot of good little clubs there you got, too, man. Last time we've been to Bar 13, and we were just at Reverb last weekend. Nice little places to see a show, so I hope folks get out and see you. Hey, where's the best place you want people to go to learn more if they want to see those tour dates? I know you have a thing where folks can order a T-shirt and a CD right now, so direct folks where you want them to go to learn more about Eyes of the Living and buy the new stuff.
Sure, if you go to eyesoftheLiving.com, the website pretty much contains all that stuff. But you can also buy the CD. You're correct, the CD. We have a CD and a shirt deal going on right now for $25. You can reach that at massacremerch.com/EOTL, EOTL. And you can also find those links through Facebook as well, facebook.com/Eyes of the Living.
Well, hey, Tim, congratulations on the new release. By the time this show airs, everybody can go out right now and pick up War on Dead. It is the new release from Eyes of the Living out of Philadelphia. Tim, man, thanks for spending time with us on the show today.